welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Coco Usaze, and if you're coming here for the first time, you are welcome. And please don't forget to subscribe, click on the notification button so that you get all of our uploaded videos. And do not forget to like the video, share the video, drop your comments, because I will definitely reach out to you at the end of the video. And always tell people about the channel. If you've been blessed by this channel, it's time to begin to let people know about this channel. So today is storytelling. I just want to talk because I've discovered something that is kind of trending among people, among upcoming youths, couples and all that. You see two people come together and get married, and then they were both very stable, right? They were very stable, having good jobs or doing businesses that are moving very well. And now they are now a collabo, they are now married, and they start having terrible issues with finances. And you are asking yourself, what happened? I thought they were okay as singles. How come now they are married? It ought to be better, and they are struggling. And then there are other times you see some persons as singles, whatever, guys, ladies, and they tell you, oh, I have passion to do this, I have dreams to achieve this, it's a business and I'm looking for like 5 million naira to start up this business, and if I can just get 5 million now, my God, I have blown. And I'm like, okay, where have you started from? Where are you right now? Okay, what are you doing right now? And most times what is annoying me, let's even leave the part of the couple first, let's come back to the other part. What is annoying me is that at the funny thing, you find out, okay, where have you started from? Nowhere. They've not done anything. And I'm asking myself, if you have a big vision to do something, and probably your project is going to cost 5 million naira, but on your own part, you've not tried to start a business of 50,000 naira, 20,000 naira, how will you sustain a 5 million naira business? The vision is big, I agree, but you have to start from somewhere. There has to be a place where you can call your Jerusalem, where you started from. Because when you start small, you can sustain it. You can begin to count and tell yourself, okay, I started with 50,000. When I started with 50,000, in fact, I started with 20,000. When I started with 10,000, I was able to make 30,000. And then you move on and say, okay, I went ahead to go to invest 50,000. I made 100,000. And okay, I invested 100,000. There have to be something. But most times you see people having big visions to do great businesses, but they don't have any experience. No experience, and they are not even trying to get the experience. I was talking to someone some days back, and I was like, okay, fine, you started a business and you started with X amount, and I'm like, okay, how far is the business now? And they were like, okay, the business is fine, we're doing this, we're doing that. And I said, that's great. So right now, from the capital you invested into your business, how much can you say you have? And the person was looking at me days like I was speaking Spanish, or maybe in one language that they don't understand. And I'm like, I'm trying to say, how much do you have right now? And the person was like, we don't have goods anymore, we just need to go purchase more goods. I said, fine, that's great, it means you are really doing something great. And I said, okay, your purchase, the money you've sold out so far, the money that you've gotten from the things you sold out, and the goods that are still remaining, put together, what can you say you have? And the person was looking at me. At that point, I became really confused, and I'm like, okay, are people owing you in this business? They said yes. How much are people owing you? They told me it's A and B. Okay, A and B from your initial investment is a long thing. So where the goods that are remaining plus the A and B put together, what can you say? They said actually it's only A and B that is remaining from an XY investment. That was a long shot, and I felt really bad, because I was not like, that means what you're telling me is you invested but you ate the investment, meaning as money was coming in, you were eating it. It's a different ball game when you get into a business and then you experience losses. It happens. It's okay. You learn from that. But it's all off when you do a business and you cannot put your capital together. You are eating it. Not like you had losses. The money was coming, but you were eating both your profits and your capital at the same time. You cannot grow a business like that. To grow a business, you have to be experienced. How do you have to gather experience? You don't have to go to a business school to gather the experience. There are people around you. The natural woman in the marketplace that sells tomato can even teach you how she makes her profits. You don't have to go to a very specialized school. Yes, if you have the means to do that, it's perfect. But start small. Calculate your capital. When you go to buy things, ask yourself, okay, this thing I'm buying at XY. How much can I sell this? What will be my profits at the end of the day? If my profit is coming at this, by the time I'm going back to the market, if the money of that particular goods have increased, can I make it back with what I'm selling it? You have to look deep into it. I remember some years ago, I found myself in a very tight corner, and I told myself I needed to do something to get myself out of this tight corner. And I had 500 naira. And I collected 500 naira. I went to the market, then things were still cheaper. I went to the market, I bought some cups of flour, bought I think a small fish, iced fish, and then I had a couple of things in the house. So when I got back home, what I just did was the next day I did fish roll. And I took it out there. I took it to some of my colleagues. I remember I took it to church. The next was a Sunday. I took it to church that day and I sold. And from the little fish roll I did, I was able to make 1,200 from 500 naira that I invested. And I was like, wow, okay, since I had little things, like I fried it was fried fish roll, I had groundnut oil in the house, of course, and all that. With the 1,200, I went back to buy more flour and bought fish. And this time around, I added butter and other things to it. And then I made cupcake. I made just like 10 and did fish roll as well. And I went to sell. I made more profits. From then, I started telling my colleagues in the office, I could actually do cake for you. And I had one colleague that really was a cake lover then. Then he would tell me, do chocolate cake for me, wine cake, do fruit cake, all three at once. I was excited because I was shopping his money because I needed the money at that time to come out from that fixed. But each time he gives me money, I try to say, okay, this is what he has paid me for these three things. I should be able to make at least 50% out of this thing. And when I make that money, it is not for me to eat everything. I must be able to save out of it for another day and then put back into the system. The problem we have most times is when people do petty businesses, instead of it to grow into something big, it remains as a petty business for life. It never grows. Why? Because they've not learned the act of how to save and multiply the money. You must, even if you start small, you should not remain small. You must learn how to multiply that money. The money is meant to be multiplied, not just to be eaten. Because if all you are making, you are eating and eating it, then you will never grow big. When they shout, oh, who wants to be a millionaire? And you are shouting, me, I want to be. It's not by the word. You have to show it in the things you do, in how you handle your business. Yes, as believers, as a believer, you go to your office, you work from Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday. You go to your business place, you do your business from Monday to Friday or to Saturday, and at the end of the month, you come to church and it's expected that you pay your tithe, which is 1/10. Now, it's also expected as a human being that you have savings. The same way you keep up 10%. I remember I attended a seminar some time ago, and the person was like, the same way you save up 10% and you give it as tithe, you should have at least 10% as savings of all your income for the rainy day. Nobody's planning for the rainy day, but well, it does come. So when it comes, what do you fall back on? So if you want to do business, it is a good thing to have big ideas, to have mind-blowing ideas that you want to do business, yes, but learn to know the rudiments of business. When it comes to finances, you must learn how to save. You must learn how to separate your capital from your profits, because that is the only way you can grow your business from just being small to being something really big. There's a lady, I like visiting her shop because she inspires me a lot. When I started visiting this lady's shop, I buy 1 or 2 things from her. When I started, it was just a small place, small, really small. She sells shoes and bags and all that. And over the years, I've noticed that the shop keeps growing. Now, from just being a retailer, she's now a wholesaler. She sells in wholesale. She orders her goods in cartons. It comes in trucks. And I'm like, wow, for you to be able to achieve this, you must have been diligent. You must be diligent in your work. See that a man diligent in his work. He will not sit among men, but among kings. That's what the Bible says. Especially if you are out there and you are a believer, you are saying you want to do business, and every time you find yourself that each time you start a business, you crumble. You start another business, you crumble. And it's not because you are failing at it, but because you have been tampering with your capital, your profits, everything goes straight into your mouth. You have not learned the rudiment of business. You need to sit down and ask yourself, do I really want to do a business? If yes, I must learn how to not only make money, I must learn how to multiply the money. I must learn how to multiply the money, because that is the only way I can climb the ladder to the top. So back to that vision of 5 million naira business. Is it possible? Yes, but start small. Remember the video we put up some weeks back that a lady came, Pastor Said came, and she was telling us about how she started her business from nothing. Today, Vina Glasses is a big thing. She was telling us she does not look for normal clients. She looks for luxury clients. She has carved that herself because she started from almost nothing. She started with just the vision. Oh, I have a vision to do this. And she started small. Gradually, it began to grow. What is that business in your mind right now that you want to do? And in your mind, okay, you need millions of naira to boost it. The question is, have you ever done a business before? If the answer is no, or have you done a business and you kept failing at it? If the answer is yes, then it's time to sit down and tell yourself that I can do this business, I can make it happen, but I have to start from my Jerusalem. I have to start from where I am right now. You have to tell yourself, if I've done a business and I've failed at it before and I want to try again, let me ask people who have succeeded in it, how did they make it? Let me learn from them so that this time I will not fail, I will succeed. I will have a story to tell others. I will also encourage other people who are trying to start like me. But if you've never started, you've never tried it, go and learn. Go and learn from someone that is doing it. There's no shame in it. We all learned at some point in time in our life, from one stage to the other. We learned how to walk, we learned how to crawl. So you want to take a bold step into business and you are looking at, I don't know how to manage finances, then learn from someone who is doing it, and trust me, you will succeed. The top is not meant for a selected people. They are meant for people who are disciplined and diligent at what they do. Thank you so much for watching this video. I would like to see your comments. And please do not forget, if you're a first timer here, to subscribe and also share the video to others. Thank you and God bless you.